brilliant speed with vibrant service, vibrant broadband internet.
.30 here on KLFD AM 1410 FM 95.9 Wednesday morning. We're going to get vibrant. How are you guys?
Great. How are you doing?
Doing well.
I'm good too.
So Randy just said he's going to learn the lyrics to our new intro, and he's going to sing along to it.
Absolutely. I would do that. I would
now
do
it's
that.
recorded, so you're obligated now.
As long as it's karaoke sounding.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. That's all.
You have to do your head bob though too.
Well, yeah, you get that going.
Yep, definitely the head
Get
bob.
a little shimmy shake. And,
Oh yeah.
all that good stuff. So, just the two of you today, huh?
Yeah. Is that a problem?
No, not a bit. Not a bit.
Do you prefer it this way?
I'm just
Without Bo?
No, don't put me in that situation. I don't want to do that.
Bo is
we miss
actually
you.
at a business right now, talking vibrant.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good.
Actually,
Business goes on, I guess.
It does.
The beat goes on.
So hey, thanks for having us,
No problem.
and welcome to another Vibrant You Live. I'm Jane.
and I'm Nathan, and we got no Bo.
No Bobo. No Bobo. So last week we had a great topic on digital photos, and we learned a lot. We had some fun, and it's amazing how things have changed because we don't print them anymore, and so there's just different uses and how we use them. And so the technology's definitely changed. Interesting. This week, I was shopping locally and ran into one of our subscribers, and it was right after that big thunderstorm. Do you remember that big boom? My family
Yes,
slept
I
through
do.
it, except for me.
I did too, but I do remember it because I was informed that it.
On that it happened.
So our subscriber was elated because the day after that happened, she called us and had amazing customer service. Apparently, the some type of electrical surge or something happened to her router, so she didn't have any internet, and so she was thrilled to death that she ended up getting a router replacement, and comically also stated that she has 2 electricians in her family that they did not utilize the surge protector. So we had done a show about surge protectors and the importance of it, and so I think we need to just revisit that. I know that I need to buy more. Definitely need to buy more.
Yeah, and talking to our tech team at the office, I think they had, at least double-digit people that had routers that got fried in the electrical storm. So, if you missed that, that was maybe a couple months back that we talked about surge protectors, and you can just protect a lot of very expensive. Routers are not as expensive as huge TVs and all these other appliances that you should try to protect behind surge protectors
Right.
for sure.
And another reason why you should, we offer, you don't have to go with our router, but we offer it, and this would be a perfect example. You wouldn't be out any money because,
we would replace it.
yep, definitely.
Yep.
So this week, we're talking about subscriptions.
Yep.
And I am just amazed at how many subscriptions that I have. Am I saying that wrong?
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people have more than they sometimes realize, but and we, Vibrant Amiga Co-op, we want to always stress shopping locally. It's one of our core values. Not everything is available locally though, and we'll talk about some services that you can kind of only get with a subscription base, monthly shipment. So when we talk about subscriptions, we're not just going to be talking about the video streaming that we talk about with Netflix or Hulu or YouTube TV or whatever, or music. We've talked about that before. You can subscribe to music. We're going to be talking about different things like food, clothing, makeup products, pet products. There's a million different things you can subscribe to, and when we say subscribe, usually that means you're going to receive a product automatically, daily, weekly, monthly.
You don't have to worry about it.
It's
You
going to
sign
be
up and-
automatically happening, automatically charging you, which is, like Jane mentioned, is a pro and a con. Sometimes people forget what they're paying for
Right.
when they have it kind of automatically subscribed. So you can think of some kind of the products that got this started. Schwann's has been doing kind of a delivery service for food for a very long time. I think they're one of the first to kind of do that kind of model. You had the milkman back in the day that would deliver your milk kind of thing, a little
Right.
before my time.
I did that. So.
Did you?
You
Deliver
delivered
milk?
milk?
A good friend of mine's dad owned the dairy, so.
There's the old joke that, any
How many-
children that
how
look
many
like the
kids do you
milkman
have?
kind of thing.
I'm not going to talk now.
Yeah.
I'm done.
But he had raised his hand at us. so
Yeah,
he was
yeah, so he's done. Done. And then, when Netflix first launched, of course, Netflix is a streaming service on your TV now, direct to your TV. When they first launched, they were physically sending you DVDs that you would watch, basically kind of like renting it, and then you send it back, and they send you a new one. So that's, I had that service back in the day. I think a lot of people got
did.
started with Netflix like that. That was probably more than 10, 15 years ago now. And now they kind of cut the DVDs, sending DVDs out directly to your, through your internet, which we talk about obviously pretty often. But
Right.
there's a lot of different stuff, meals, other stuff that we'll talk about too.
Right. So the pros and cons. So basically, convenience. I love the subscriptions that I have because I don't have to worry about it. I'm busy, and then I don't have to worry about when I'm out. It just comes automatically when it's almost out, and I get
Yep.
excited about that. Some people don't have a driver's license. They don't have a vehicle, some transportation. They can't drive. Sometimes people, it's an inconvenience, or they need to get a ride somewhere. So
Yep.
having a subscription would be perfect. And this is kind of funny. I didn't think about this, but when you get a subscription and you are identifying like clothes or something, it's a surprise. You don't know what you're getting. So it's Christmas every month. Every month. And then it also can be a cost savings because you can get a percentage off when you subscribe.
Especially for those people that are on a strict budget, you can kind of subscribe, set your budget to a certain amount,
Right.
and then you're kind of comfortable that you're going to be getting stuff within your budget, which really helps.
Right. And then so the cons or the drawbacks of this is going to be, it's expensive. Sometimes it does increase the prices, and you're on that automatic subscription and you don't know that it increased. So again, check what you subscribe and what you order. And then also, if you don't like something, you have to ship it back. So now you have to do something. There's some type of action.
A little more work on your
Yep.
end, yep.
And then the limited selection. Sometimes you might not get that subscription that you wanted.
So some kind of out-of-the-box subscriptions that people may not know exist is a big one now is food and meals. You can actually, there's several companies now that can send you either entire pre-made meals for you or your family that just get delivered to your door, and like sometimes they're cooled packaging to me, if it needs to be something that stays cool and different things like that. So if you don't have a lot of time to make meals for you or your family, pre-made, or you can pick meals out and they'll send you kind of the recipe and the ingredients,
Right.
and then you just prepare it at home, and it saves you a lot of time. You don't have to go to the store, shop for those items, figure out what to make. Either you can have it, I want this meal every week, or I can say give me some different meals. I'd like to mix it up.
Right.
I want 1 meal a week, 2 meals a week, 3 meals. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do it, but it's a cool new system for people that don't really have the time or effort or expertise, and being a great cook, it makes it pretty easy for people.
Right. So for Christmas one year, we ended up getting a gift certificate to Blue Apron, and I love that.
They're one of the bigger brands.
Yep. And so we just selected what type of food we wanted, how many we wanted for that week. And we probably did it for a couple of months, but then I noticed as I was getting busier, we had to, stop the subscription just because I didn't have the time to actually do all the cooking.
Yeah. I know for people that work all the time, or if you're married and both spouses work, it can be nice to just have this pre-made stuff. You follow the quick instructions. Usually it's pretty easy to make meals. They try to make it, the whole idea I think is to make it kind of easy and time saving on your end, so you don't
Right.
spend a ton of time on it. So it's pretty nice. Like Blue Apron, like Jane mentioned, HelloFresh. There's a whole bunch other companies, and there's some that are geared specifically towards people with allergies or people with dietary restrictions, gluten-free, vegan, or if you're looking to be on a diet, you can kind of there are some that are geared more towards getting you low calorie or certain dietary options to help you lose weight or whatever. So a lot of
Right.
options.
So you're not pressured to get some junk food at the grocery store.
Yeah, exactly. If that's me, I have no self-control. I have no self-control. I'll think about, I'm going to start doing better, and then I go to the store and I'll grab the zebra cakes or
No,
Right.
whatever
first
they are.
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So clothing, that's another item here. You can basically select if you want, shirts, pants, accessories, whatever you want. And this is the stuff that people are excited about because you don't really know what you're you don't know what you're going to get, and you get excited for it. The other cool thing that I think about it is you're assigned a concierge. So they know exactly what type of style you're looking for, and when things get returned, they kind of make a note in your account and not to get something
that kind of
similar.
product,
Right.
yep.
So pretty exciting that someone knows exactly what you're kind of looking for. One thing that I think is really interesting is Rent the Runway. So I have a cousin out in New York, and sometimes they attend some fancy events. And as you know, it gets expensive getting some fancy clothes. So she would go online and rent these items and then wear them for the event and then return them. And so they take care of the dry cleaning and all that other stuff. And they provide that great service.
And I got a couple good friends that just wear kind of regular everyday clothes, but it's fashionable clothes. They get a box once a month with a couple shirts, maybe a pair of pants or two, a jacket, a hat, kind of accessories. Every time I see them, they seem to be wearing something different. It usually looks really cool, kind of hip, kind of fresh, and they're not having to shop for it. They just kind of subscribe to it, and it comes once a month. It's pretty nice and convenient, and they're always looking better than me, basically.
Perfect. The benefits, or the other part of this, is the beauty and the cosmetics. So I know that I have a subscription to eyeliner. Again, I don't know when it's going to run out, but when this arrives, I'm like, it's perfect timing always. The other thing is Ipsy is another example. So Hannah did a subscription to monthly bags, and then inside the bag was a cosmetic item. So she loved the cosmetics item. Yep, it was definitely great. But you had all these bags. I mean, I'm like, Hannah, what are you going to do with all these bags after you keep ordering them? So that was kind of a short-lived subscription.
Yeah, don't get it too often. You don't get it weekly if you only need it once a month or something like that. It'll start piling up outside your door. And there's a whole lot of other examples of things you can subscribe to.
Yep. So Dollar Shave Club, we belong to that too. Like I said, I didn't realize how many we belong to, but my husband has a subscription to the Dollar Shave Club.
It's a very popular one, the Dollar Shave Club.
And we've reaped the benefits of it. All of us own our own shaver, and then we know exactly where to go when we needed a new razor. So it works out perfectly, and we don't have to worry about running to the store again.
There's also, doing research for this, you find out you got young kids, or you got kids that, especially in the summer when they're home more often, you can get, arts and crafts projects, science projects. Just subscribe. They come to you once a month with some different projects you can do with the kids, something to keep them entertained, or kids' clothing. There's a lot of stuff geared just for kids as well, which is awesome.
I can see you doing that when the kids get older.
I got 2 young kids, and I'm having a hard time trying to figure out like daily activities or something to kind of keep them interested, keep them engaged. It'd be a cool idea to just subscribe to something that they send me once a month with some different kind of projects we can do at home. It's a cool idea. I didn't know this kind of thing existed. So
I learned that too. Games. How many games do you have in your
board
closet?
Game? Yeah, either too many or too few.
And so this is awesome. If you can get it for a month and return it, and then you don't even have to worry about storing all that stuff. Yeah. That's amazing.
I got a lot of friends that love to try new games, and so you get a new one, try it out, send it back, try a new one. It's also video games. If you have kids that do video games, you can do the same kind of thing.
Wine, beer, and spirits. Again, I belong to a wine club, Naked Wines, and so they put X amount of dollars in my account, and I go online and I order a whole bunch of wine, and it comes to my door, and I don't have to worry about lugging it from point A to point B. It's right there. I can just put it in my cupboard and call it a day.
There's also the craft beer club. If you like to try kind of newer craft from breweries, beers, you can try like a different one each month. Kind of cool. It automatically comes. I use a pet one I have 2 cats, and I was always forgetting how often I need to get food, and I would either run out too early and they would go a little hungry for a day. There's a company called Chewy. It's actually a pretty popular company. I know a lot of pet owners use Chewy, but I can just have it set. I got it kind of down to, I need it like every 3 weeks. So every 3 weeks, it automatically orders my cat food, comes to my door. Usually by the time I get it, I have like a day or 2 left. It's a perfect system. Same with medicine or toys. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with that as well.
My girlfriend does the toy one. So once a month, the toy arrives, and the dog knows that it's there. And she gets super excited, and then they take it out of the box, and she prances around with the toy because it's still wrapped. And then in the living room, all the family gathers, and she opens this toy box, and it's set up for, like right now it might be back to school, something social that might be a squeaky toy of a pencil or a book or something fun like that.
What will they think of next?
I know, it's pretty awesome.
Coffee lovers.
We had a subscription at one point, but I got rid of it because it went up again, and I was just like, nope, I'm not okay with paying that price.
Yeah, book clubs as well. If you either want to get a physical book every month to try reading different genres or whatever, you can also, ebooks are becoming popular. You can automatically subscribe and get a new ebook if you don't want to get one physically. And then companies like Amazon and Walmart, if there are products that you're constantly reordering, you can put a lot of those on automatic subscriptions, even if it's soap or, whatever you want, you can have it subscribe and automatically reorder that every month, 2 months, however often you're going to go through it. So it's not just these specific items. You can pretty much get it for almost anything now.
Right. So, final tips. So, all these things take an amazing internet. So, make sure that you have a quality internet, that you're able to use it. And, basically, you need great internet to look at the pictures of what you're looking at. And that's a download, upload speed. And you need quality internet. And obviously, we offer that for you. The other thing is the automatic charges. Pay attention to how much that is each month coming at you. Sometimes they do change and they do go up. And then be aware of what you're subscribing to. Check your statements. Sometimes you might be hacked and you don't even know it. Or, again, they might go up without knowing it. And then the other thing we forgot to talk about is if you have your credit card and your credit card expires, you're going to need to be renewing that. So check your email of just
if
to
your
see.
meals didn't arrive, maybe check
You
into
know
that.
why.
You're
Right.
hungry for a couple days.
Absolutely. So speaking of hungry, we have some things coming up with food-related items. So first off, Farm Fest is going on, right?
Yeah, it's going on right now. I think yesterday, today, and tomorrow. That's up in Morgan, Minnesota. There's a booth out there for electric co-ops, and Meeker Co-op is a part out there. They're giving away a lot of electric tools,
Right.
Yard tools, stuff like that. So if you're out there or if you're close to the area, stop out there and sign up for that. It's a free drawing.
And our very own Steve Cosbab's going to be out there.
Correct.
So stop
The one
out and
and
say
only.
hi to him.
World famous. And then if you're around Meeker County this weekend, we have the county fair. And Meeker Co-op and Vibrant's going to have a booth out there. I think we'll have some giveaways, maybe even a spin the wheel kind of thing.
Yep.
But also answering questions about Vibrant, or if you're a Meeker Co-op member and you have questions about, rebates or other things about the electric side things, stop by the booth. We'll answer any questions you got.
So Steve and Shane have been doing an amazing job. We have revamped our...
Oh, our booth is...
It's amazing. Awesome. And
I
I'm
feel
gonna-
bad for the other booths in the area because ours
that
is
us?
ours is
No,
going to be
no.
it's going to be like whoa.
It is.
So
It's
stop
electric.
by and,
It's
and
electric.
take a look. It's electric.
Oh. The other thing is, well, I'm going to be out there on Saturday when...
I think I'm out there Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
So
Well, come out and say hi.
yeah, absolutely. And if you missed a part of today's radio program or you want to listen to some other episodes that we've had, we do post these on our Facebook and YouTube page, and you can also see our smiling faces as well.
In Randy's hand.
In Randy's hand sometimes. But as always, listen every Wednesday live at KLFD at 10:30.
Right. Or you can give us a call, 693-3231. And you can visit our website for more Vibrant information. Go to vibrantbroadband.com. And don't forget to get your daily dose of fiber, because who wouldn't want to be vibrant?
Who wouldn't indeed? Thank you, Randy, for
You got it.
putting up with us for one more week. And thank you, KLFD, as always, for hosting the radio show here. Thank you for listening. Like, we every time we hear our people out there listening, and then people do stop us and mention that they heard us on the radio, and we love hearing that. So absolutely give us if you see us out and about, you have any questions, or you just want to say, hey, I heard you on the radio, we love hearing that. Kind of feeds our egos,
Your
Um,
ego.
Yeah, exactly. That's all that I need more ego. That's all I need. So my name's Nathan,
And I'm Jane.
and this has been another Vibrant U Live.
Brilliant speed with Vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet. Vibrant broadband internet.